Thank you very much. I know that Jesse will come back and give a more thorough, maybe opening remarks, and then we will introduce some of our dignitaries and guests here at this particular forum. But I know that he is extremely busy. You know, I don't know why he needs to start so early, because it seems to me that there would be not a whole lot of competition for the race of mayor in 1999, but he decided to start a lot earlier. And there's an old saying when you have ever worked with Willie Brown, and that is that once a mayor's staff is always a mayor's staff. And so when he walked in, I kneeled down, didn't I, Mayor? So I had to change things just to accommodate him, and without a whole lot of arm twisting, I want to say how pleased I am that the mayor is here to, I think, provide some welcoming remarks about this important event. Oftentimes, people wonder why we get involved in foreign policy. And in this particular case, the explanation is very, very clear and very, very understandable. Chinese are being targeted in Indonesia. Chinese are being raped in Indonesia. Their homes and their businesses are looted and burned. It was not too long ago that in this country that Chinese were also targeted only because of the fact that we were Chinese. And so because of that history, because of the blood that we all carry, that ties us together. And in this city, we have had a distinguished record of ensuring the human rights of all individuals. So it really doesn't matter if it's in San Francisco, in the Bay Area, in this country, or in this world, where there is injustice, we will speak out. And so I want to have the mayor come before us to provide some remarks and to really thank him for his support of this particular event. Mayor Brown.
Supervisor Lee, other elected officials, Supervisor Tom Mariano, our neighbor, City Council person from South San Francisco, and other elected officials who may be here or may be joining on this occasion. Let me thank you very much, Leland, for extending the invitation and the knowledge that you did yesterday afternoon about what was going to occur at this middle school. Yes, the schedule was such. This is the day on which I see for every 10 minutes any person who wishes to see me. So I am interrupted that schedule in order to come down. I wouldn't have come down because I share Leland's view. Many times people have raised questions about why is San Francisco expressing itself on the issue of human rights in other places throughout this globe. I'm proud of San Francisco's record, whether it is with reference to anti-apartheid activities in South Africa, whether it is with reference to the human rights issues and fair employment practices and worker safety, child labor laws in Burma, whether it is on the questions that have been raised in many, many other locales, going all the way back to the time people were arrested in City Hall for demonstrating on behalf of peace. San Francisco has always shown an incredible level of sensitivity about human rights issues, no matter where they may occur. When I began to be informed of what was going on in Indonesia more than a year ago, April 1997 is when it was first called to my attention how Chinese living in Indonesia had to move away from their normal kinds of activities, to wear old clothing, had to evidence no evidence of wealth, no evidence of success. Their stores were being targeted, somewhat akin to what African Americans suffered in the South, and somewhat akin to what Chinese Americans have suffered in this nation long, long time ago. All of that represented to me a sign that our voices from San Francisco must be heard, and they must be heard clearly on the issue. In all ways, before voices are heard in San Francisco, an educational campaign, an informational campaign must be engaged in. I applaud Leland and the sponsors of this afternoon's panel. This is one in a many effort that I hope will be made to have San Francisco speak as one voice on this issue. After all, an indignity and discrimination against any person anywhere in the world is ultimately a discrimination against all of us. We have an important, powerful, contributing group of people with Chinese ancestry, living, working, holding office, educating themselves and their children in San Francisco. And if we speak with a loud enough voice, it'll resonate in the Congress and maybe just around the globe. And it may even break the conscience of the UN into addressing the issues of human rights and dignity for Chinese living in Indonesia, let alone safety for Chinese living in Indonesia. I'm proud when my city makes those kind of statements. I'm proud when our county makes those kind of statements. I'm proud when we as a group of human beings speak with that voice. And I hope the information you receive from this podium this afternoon on this issue will key your interest so that our news media begins to cover it in the daily papers and not just the Chinese language papers, that our television stations begin to take excerpts from the news shop, that CNN continues its extraordinary coverage and attention. This issue must become on the front burner for all of the people on this globe in order for it to be dealt with. Thank you for coming. Leland,